You know, Mike Madrid is an old friend, and he's the co-host of the Latino Vote podcast with me. And Mike Madrid has spent 30 years, much like myself, working in politics, but uniquely on the other side of the aisle.
Florida is a red state. It is not a purple state anymore. It is a red state. Ohio is a red state. Colorado is a blue state. So these states are shifting. They are solidifying, and we've got to start paying attention to the map.
You know, Mike's a Republican, I'm a Democrat, but we both love our community. That's the one thing that I really admire about Mike Madrid. We may differ on how to get to the end when it comes to our community, but everything that he does is for the betterment of the Latino community, making sure that their voice is heard and that they have a voice in our government.
This is the last time we should ever use the term sleeping giant. There's a new era has opened up in 2022. It has been a hell of a ride.
He sees America not only through the eyes of those who have been lucky enough to be born here, but also through the eyes of the people who have made breathtaking sacrifices to belong here. So the heart of that advocacy is a really defiant belief in this country.
We know that many of you, millions of you, struggle with what you are seeing every day, wondering what this party has become. And like you, we know that what we are witnessing is not normal. It is not okay. It is not who we are.
I think people will look back at Mike's career and look at his long tenure with the California Republican Party and think about all the races he was a part of in California. But recently, what really made Mike stick out is his work with the Lincoln Project. Mike Madrid was at the centerpiece of creating that organization and really making them focus in on the Latino vote.
As a young Latino who joined this party because of the idea that it could lift my community up and work towards a better America, there is something profoundly personal about what is happening. And we all have, because we've all been affected personally by it. But for me, it was immediate and it was visceral.
What's beneath that is a courage to stand up for what's right, to follow your conscience, even when the costs are very high and the stakes are very high. And that's who Mike is.
Over time, I saw a person who was working toward reaching out to the other side. I think his focus on the Latino vote and his expertise there is one of the hallmarks of his work over the years.
Look, Mike is one of the most skilled political operatives I've ever worked with and worked against, to be honest. In our early careers, when we both were skinny and both had hair, we used to compete against each other. Now that we're old, fat, bald Mexicans, we both kind of work together, and we're trying to figure out how we can help our community.
So at the heart of that advocacy is really a deep and defiant belief in this country, a relentless drive to hold her accountable for her promises. And he's just getting started.